rise as a desert sky. My hunger for the fire that gathers in your eyes. Shine, shining in the light. Shine, shining in the light, in the light.
So I'd just like to hand over for an official welcome from our wonderful El Presidente, Professor Julian Knowles.
Thanks, Stephen. Firstly, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we're gathered and recognise the important role that their elders continue to play in the life of this city and in Queensland and in this country. Welcome to the 7th Big Sound event. It's amazing. It seems to be growing every year. This year we sold out all of the available tickets, which was a fantastic result for us. The event seems to be growing at a rate of knots, and what's really important is that it seems to be getting the support of a number of major partners now. And this year we're very, very proud to welcome a new major partner, which is Trade Queensland, who's decided to partner with us for the next 3 years in taking Big Sound to the next level. I think for those of you who've been to Big Sound before, and I know there are a number of you in the audience who have, you will have felt the build on this event, and you can feel that it's building towards an event of increasing international significance. I think as an organisation, Q Music, we're committed to actually trying to make this event one of the preeminent events in this region and make it be one of the most important events for the region to connect with the global network of events that seems to have emerged over the past 5 to 10 years. So we very much thank the support of all of our major sponsors. We have also have some important baseline funding support from Arts Queensland, and we also have some baseline funding from the Australia Council for the Arts, in addition to the list of sponsors that Stephen mentioned for the event itself today. So, I mean, obviously it's been a huge change within the music industry for the past few years. I think in the last Big Sound welcome I did, you know, three days before that we had Radiohead releasing In Rainbows on Pay As What You Like. I mean, every 2 weeks you read in the press, there's some major kind of redefinition of the model that's occurring in terms of the way that artists and bands and music businesses, labels and audiences are interacting with one another. Big Sound is obviously a really important forum to kind of take stock of a lot of those ideas and generate some debate around where we are and where we're heading next. But it's an important forum also for the artists who are showcasing, so don't forget there's a really lively program of showcase events in the evening, a raft of fantastically talented bands playing. Hopefully some of the delegates and some of the speakers will take the time to support those bands and have a look at what they're doing. There's some great work. Okay, so I'll pretty much finish up there. I know we're running a bit over time. There'll be plenty of time for us to talk over the next few days. I wish you all the best and hope that you will really enjoy this year's program. I think from the lineup you will see that it's absolutely fabulous in terms of the speaker lineup. That's building every single year as we continue to attract further investment. So I'd like to welcome our representative from Trade Queensland to provide some opening remarks to you. So I'll welcome to the stage Rod Whiddon, who is General Manager of Trade Queensland. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Julian. Thank you, everyone. On behalf of Premier Anna Bligh and the Government of Queensland, I'd like to welcome in particular all of the international guests and interstate guests and participants who are here to take part in this fantastic event over the next few days. It might seem strange to you that Trade Queensland is involved with Big Sound and with the music industry, and I probably should explain briefly why. Trade Queensland is the organisation within the Queensland Government which deals with our international exports. Our job is to help Queensland business in all stratas to get a niche overseas, to introduce them to partners in overseas markets, and we do that through a whole range of activities, generally based in particular in our 13 overseas offices and our partners and representatives in a number of other locations around the world. Many of those offices have in the past worked very effectively to help Queensland bands and Queensland artists gain a foothold in countries overseas, particularly in Europe and in the United States. And increasingly, we're finding a tremendous interest in Japan, and our office in Japan is providing advice to Queensland artists about who they might meet, who they should meet, and how they can break into the market. So that's our role, and I want to pay tribute in particular here publicly to Rick Chasen, who cornered me at a function one Friday night a few months ago and bashed my ear about how important Big Sound was and how important it was to bring it to the next level. And with a huge crowd around and entertainment on, it was difficult for us to have a conversation, but he's a great champion of the industry and persuaded me that we should look very closely at doing some more than just providing that assistance through offices. So we're very proud to deliver on what I promised him that night. When he hit me with the amount of money he needed, I was a bit stunned, but I think in the end he was a bit stunned that we actually are going to provide much more than that and worked a strategy over the next 3 years. Governments don't do some of these things terribly well. Our job is not to involve ourselves in the industry, but to provide you, the industry, with backup assistance, the resources that we have, funding where we can do it, and the partnership that we have across a number of agencies like Arts Queensland and the Industry Department to actually provide the basis that we provide to so many other types of organisations and businesses in Queensland. So I wish you well for the week ahead. We are going to ramp up in the next 3 years a strategy. Governments love strategies and 10-point plans and things, and we've got one for you. But we're going to work very closely with the people at Big Sound and with the industry so that we reflect what you think. You're the experts to tell us what is needed, and we'll be able to tell you if we can help you deliver it. Our offices overseas in particular are going to do a lot more work in the next 2 or 3 years to do introductions, particularly Tina Radburn in the United States has done a fantastic job for many people here, I know, and continues to be a mainstay of our operation. She's managed to get in the ear of our new Commissioner, Peter Beattie, and he's already been on radio. He's on 103.1 with Sat Bisler only a few weeks ago, doing an hour of Queensland music, including Boat People and Operator Please, and giving them exposure which you couldn't buy. Those are the sorts of things we want to do more of, and we'll be doing particularly in Europe and in Japan. Finally, I should let you know that later on today, the Queensland Government will be calling nominations for the Queensland contingent to Muse Expo. I know that 3 bands went in this last year. Red Paintings went, Gin Club, Small Mercies. So sometime a bit later on in the day, the 2 ministers involved, Rod Welford in the arts and John McKell, the Trade Minister who was on the boat cruise last night, will make an announcement calling nominations. But I didn't think that we should wait till they get their act together. We should know about it now. And I'd encourage you very much to look at that opportunity because it's a great one, and I think bands that have taken part in Muse Expo in the past have not regretted it and found lots of opportunities. So in brief, this is a great opportunity for us in the Queensland Government to do something worthwhile for the industry, which is so important to so many people, not only people who work in the industry, but all the punters out there who want to see a lot more opportunity, especially here in Queensland, to be able to go out and see live music and for musicians and bands and the people behind them to actually make a decent living and have a business structure. I think we can help a lot with that, and we look forward to working with you. So with that, can I officially declare Big Sound open?